welcome to this little different video. This is something we've actually been wanting to talk about for a while, and we had other ideas and decided to put it in sort of a video trilogy that we are planning to do. This trilogy will be called the DDR Trilogy, and no, not Dance Dance Revolution, but the first one is going to be disbanded / rumored disbanded groups. So we're going to talk to you about groups that disbanded or have been rumored to have disbanded, but they had a lot of potential as a group. The next video, which will be next week, will be groups that disappeared and we have no idea what they're up to or if they have any kind of future. And then the third week video will be groups that had disappeared but reappeared recently and we were really happy that they're still a group.
Yes, so DDR, disbanded, disappeared, reappeared.
So we hope that you guys look forward to this, and let's start the first video of disbanded groups.
So the first group we're going to talk about is Aprons. Aprons was a 5-member boy group that I adored greatly, and they were more of the cutesy concept.
They only had one song that was not cute. They tried to be tough that one time, but then they kind of went back to cute before they had disbanded in 2015.
But now, 4 of the Aprons members out of the 5 are in MAP6 under Dream Team Entertainment.
So if you don't know MAP6, they are a rookie of 2015, and you should check them out because they're really awesome and they are promising. So even though Aprons did end up disbanding, we got majority of the members back in a new group. The next group we're going to talk about, which is a rumored disbanded group. There was no official disbandment date, but we're kind of sure that they're not really a thing anymore. So it's D-Unit. And D-Unit had a really weird concept. They were a 2 plus however many other members group. So they had 2 official members and they were supposed to have plus different added members for each album. But from the beginning, they did not even stick with that concept, so it kind of made things complicated.
D-Unit has been inactive since 2013. D-Unit started off as a trio, and the permanent members were Ram and Zin. Woojin was supposed to leave after their debut, but they decided to keep her because apparently they thought of Love Me as a continuation of their debut. So then after, they came back as a 4-member girl group with a special guest, Janie from GP Basic. After their promotions for Talk to My Face and their pre-release Thank You, Janie returned back to GP Basic. Sadly, in 2013, Woojin was reported to have left the group. Then D-Unit released a new single, It's You, with an MV teaser, but the MV was never released. Fucking.
Even though Woojin was supposed to leave after Love Me, she stayed with the group for some reason and they added another member, so it kind of defeats the purpose of the 2 plus how many members or whatever, because she stayed rather than leaving earlier on. It's this huge clusterfuck, but it's just so sad because they were awesome, amazing. They debuted with a full album. So all we know right now is that they're inactive and they're most likely disbanded.
But maybe they can prove us wrong.
Maybe.
Next group on our list is a heartbreaking group for us. It's C-Clown. C-Clown was a 6-member boy group. We actually cried when we heard that they disbanded.
They disbanded in 2015. They went into a hiatus in 2014 after their last release. In 2015, Rome, which was the leader of C-Clown, deleted C-Clown from his Instagram name, and he wrote this post about, they made me into someone I'm not and I'm sorry. It's kind of really ominous, and everyone was kind of like, what happened? We kind of thought, yeah, C-Clown's probably not gonna stay together. And then Kang Joon also was reported to kind of left, and him and Rome are doing film stuff together. The news finally came out that they disbanded, but they keep saying that they're gonna form another group.
They're one of our favorite underrated groups.
The next group we're gonna talk about is Chocolate.
So Chocolate was a mixed girl group. They They had 3 members that weren't full Korean, they were half, and then they had 2 Korean members. Chocolate has been inactive since 2013 after the release of Black Tinkerbell. And pretty much from the rumors that I've seen, it was rumored that Lori, who by the way wasn't even a member yet,
there was never an announcement, she did appear in their last release. She was just an actress in the video, and then there were rumors that she was going to join the group as a member. But there was never any confirmation of that or announcement, and they never even came back, so we don't even know if she even officially joined. But other rumors say that Melanie ended up leaving and Lori ended up leaving too.
Also sparked the rumor of Chocolate disbanding was that Melanie and Tia removed Chocolate off of their Twitter names, and Melanie's Twitter in general is gone now. Also, the official Chocolate Twitter was updated in 2014 and it hasn't been updated since. Tia's busy doing MC things, so I think it's pretty much safe to assume that they're disbanded. So the next thing we're gonna talk about, which is a huge just aroko manga over here, Coed School plus 5 dolls plus Speed. So first we'll go with Coed School. Coed School was a 10-member mixed group.
They were boys and girls, they were co-ed.
Coed, I'd say, disbanded in 2011. Core Contents Media, who is now called MBK, decided to create 2 subgroups. 5 Dolls, which is the girls from Coed School, and Speed, which is the guys from Coed School. After the subgroups grew and became more independent and they had lineup changes, Core Contents Media pretty much said that they have no plans to ever reform Coed School. So that pretty much led to the disbandment of Coed School. So moving on from Coed School, let's talk about the girl unit, 5 Dolls. So 5 Dolls was a 6-member girl group. They disbanded in 2015. In 2014, it was rumored that they disbanded because the company removed them off their official website. So that went on for a little bit in 2014, no one knew what happened, and then finally in 2015, MBK released an official statement that 5 Dolls disbanded.
So on to Speed. Speed was a 7-member boy group from their last promotional cycle. 2015, the leader Taewoon left the group and they added a new member to replace him, but MBK removed them from their official website as well. Lately, there's been rumors that Speed has disbanded, but there has not been an official confirmation yet. So they're in the rumored disbandment list, but we would not be surprised if they do or are disbanded.
Next group is Bob Girls.
No way, no, 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 no way. 두 번 다시는 이런 사랑을 원치 않아.
So Bob Girls was a 4-member girl group under Chrome Entertainment, which is the same company as Crayon Pop, and they disbanded in 2015 after a year. The reasoning though is very sad reasoning. Member Gino was diagnosed with encephalitis, which is an acute inflammation of the brain. Her contract with the label was terminated so she could undergo treatment. And then Chrome also announced that the group disbanded because all the other members' contracts were terminated as well.
They didn't want to continue on as a group without her, so instead they decided to just disband, and 2 of the members from Bob Girls debuted another group called Love Us, and the other member was said to be able to re-debut in another group. The next group we're going to talk about is Evil. Evil was a 5-member girl group under Stardom Entertainment. Evil unofficially disbanded in 2015. 2015, rumors appeared that member Say's contract expired and she left Evil but stayed under Stardom. In August 2015, it was stated that Yul, Haeana, and Jada's contracts had been terminated without them knowing it.
Felt like if Stardom would have tried harder, Evil could have gone far. Their songs were really great.
Their album content was really good too, but I guess Stardom can't keep their shit together. The next group we're gonna talk about is Glam. Glam was a 4-member girl group. Glam disbanded in 2014 because in 2014, member Dahi was one of the 2 girls that was found blackmailing actor Lee Byung-hun.
You know, when you're a trainee and you debut, you have a trainee debt. Hence why when you make money, you don't keep it to yourself. You have to pay the company back since they spent so much money making you. With Big Hit ignoring Glam, Dahi was probably desperate to pay off her trainee debt.
They weren't making money being Glam, so the only way she could make money was by doing things on the side, and unfortunately her way of doing it was not a very good way of trying to do it. She ended up being sentenced to prison until Byung-hun released her in March 2015. And then the company confirmed that the other members' contracts ended in 2014 and they all decided to go their separate ways, so Glam disbanded.
The next group is Kiss&Cry.
이제 난 그만할래 난 멈출래 나만 아픈 게 네가 만든 게
Kiss&Cry was a 4-member girl group that disbanded in 2014 after 8 months of being a group.
And even though it was 8 months, they were so promising, amazing. The song was so good.
The vocals were amazing. The dancing was great. Member Haena appeared on Superstar K6 as a soloist and on TV announced that the group had in fact disbanded. But the company Winning Insight released a contradicting statement and said that the group didn't disband, but that they were just going through some changes and they were in hiatus. Although the company stated that Kiss&Cry is in a hiatus, they are nowhere to be found on the company's official website. And Dia is still under Winning Insight as a soloist, and So Yumi re-debuted as a soloist. And I have no idea what happened to Bohye.
Winning Insight has a history of not being able to keep their groups together. All they've been able to keep together is Mr. Mister, and knock on wood.
Surprisingly, but you know, if you've heard of groups like Chaos or Piggy Dolls, those groups were under Winning Insight and they didn't last long. And just for some reason, they couldn't keep going.
And I don't understand why, because Kiss&Cry could have been Mamamoo level.
Yes, that is so.
They could have been Mamamoo level because they had the talent and they were popular from the debut, but it just, something happened. But we don't know, but all we know is that Kiss&Cry is done, and that's it. So the next group we're going to talk about is LC9. LC9 was a 6-member boy group. They officially disbanded in 2016. After their debut, the group went on a long hiatus after Eden left the group and Rasa was in the military. A little later, the group came back as 4 members, but then they went back into another hiatus. In January 2016, the company revealed that their contracts ended in December 2015 and that none of the members wanted to renew. So that led to the disbandment. And what's really sad is that LC9 debuted really strongly, and honestly, they could have been BTS's rookie rival. They had that potential, but because straight to a hiatus and did nothing, they completely lost that hype that they had and disappeared. That's the end of this list. We have honorable mentions of other groups that also disbanded and they had potential. We didn't have time to speak about all of them. The purpose of this video is kind of to shed light on those groups that went through a lot in their career to try to be a successful group, but there's a lot of downfall sometimes. Sometimes it's the company's fault, sometimes it's stuff happening within the group itself. It can be illness. It's just kind of like, hey guys, just so you know, there's a lot of groups out there that actually deal with a lot of bullshit in their career and with their company, and they don't end up being a group for long. So next time you want to shit on companies and groups that are still going, but you may not like a certain way that something's being done within that company, think about actual problems that happen with groups and companies.
Exactly.
At least those groups still continue and they're successful whether you like their company or not.
K-pop isn't always glitter and gold. There's the biggest groups that have all this fame and stuff, and sometimes fans don't really think about things that could happen to idols that cause disbandments. We just wanted to show you that some of these amazing groups that could have been bigger than what they were, but they didn't have the chance. So that's it for our first trilogy, one of the Ds of DDR.
I know this was sad, and the next one will definitely also be sad, but the third one won't be sad.
Yeah,
Try
hopeful.
Try to stick through this trilogy with us. Bye!
Bye.
해